Hey guys, Dr. Sarah Sawal from Resilience RX here, and today we're going to go over wrist mobility and how to check if you have enough of it, and if you don't have enough of it, how to improve it. So if you feel like you struggle with wrist mobility, typical things that people find difficult are if they're doing push-ups, this end range position isn't super comfy, or if you're picking stuff up, moving stuff around on your hands and knees, gardening a lot, wrists can get kind of achy. So there's two ways to check. One is actually having a physical therapist check for you. So this is my student, Callie. She's with me for the summer. So go ahead and relax fully. So here, I just kind of pull gently, I move up, pull gently, move down. And what I'm checking to see is how much motion is available. I can check going to the side and the other side as well. Additionally, I can check the carpal bones, which are the small bones right in through here. But ideally what we're looking at is making sure this joint itself has adequate mobility, which is different than tightness of the muscles around it. Tightness of the muscles is if you straighten that elbow and you go back, if that gives a lot, like a huge stretch in your forearm right here, odds are these muscles are tight. You can flip that, straighten that elbow, go the opposite direction, and if you get a lot of tightness in through here, those muscles may be limiting your mobility more than just your joints. So that's how a physical therapist would assess joint mobility. So I'm gonna have Callie stand up and come around, and she's gonna demonstrate a way that you can assess your mobility at home. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and just put your hands straight flat on that table, and then she's gonna lean forward over top of that hand. Ideally, if this forearm bone and this hand here, we want that angle to be greater than 90 degrees. So go ahead and back up to 90. So if she's right here, this is like barely enough. Ideally, she wants to be forward of that, and this wrist has plenty of mobility. She did mention she injured her other wrist, so we may find something different if we check that. So if you don't get to that 90-degree motion, you're gonna mobilize it. And you can do this with a resistance band at home. So you're gonna take a resistance band, you're gonna slip your wrist through it. Right above, there's a couple bones on the wrist. You can do it below, you can do it above. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. Ideally, you want it below, but I've found that clinically, it doesn't make a huge difference. She's also gonna step on that other end of the resistance band, which you can't see because it's on the floor, to get some traction and kind of pull. And then she's gonna lean forward and rock over that. Ideally, what we're getting here is you're just kind of pulling that bottom part of the joint away and moving forward over the top, creating a little space in the joint and moving through it. So this is a mobilization with movement that can help stretch out a tight wrist. So you can go ahead and stop too. If your wrists are tight before you're doing push-ups, if you get some achiness, try doing that for about 30 seconds each side before you do the push-ups and see how it feels.